All right. Okay, so you see up here on the top terraces how all of this is now dry. So it's only been this way for the last decade or maybe a decade and a half. Prior to that, you would have seen all of these pools completely filled, so the water just naturally flowed. And you can see under the boardwalk over here, just the way the spring water would naturally come out of those, cover all of these terraces, keep the pools going, and then deposit all the calcium on the top, so that they just went down the terraces and kept the natural effect going. About 15 years ago, pipes have been built to feed all the swimming pools and spas down here in the village that's kind of built up at the base of the site. And so now that they've started taking all the water down there, the site up here has dried off. So there's a couple places that still flow naturally, but you'll notice a lot of this where it's white, you start to see some of the brown coming in, and they expect it will continue to brown unless they allow the waters to flow here again. So it's a big controversy right now, and they're hoping that regulation will eventually step in and allow the waters to flow again, because there were times when you would come here about 10 years ago and all of these places out here would be filled with water. People would go lay out there, enjoy the natural minerals, bathe in it and whatnot, and enjoy the site. Very sharp. So you can see we're walking along the flats down here. We got the water flowing in. And I'll show you real quick. The water flowing down from right here. Flows all the way down and then feeds into the pools down this way where everybody can go wading and experience the water. So we're going to dip our toes in here and see how this feels. It's much warmer than I anticipated. Yeah, lots of green moss growing in there. It's slick on the bottom, and the water, I would say, it's got to be above 90, 95 or something like that. Very warm and pleasant going through there. Yeah, pretty cool. All right, walking down the falls, you can just see how absolutely amazing this is. All the white calcium that's deposited over the last 1.5 million years or whatever they said it took for this site to form. Used to be that all of this would continuously flow before the city was taken off. So you can see now how up that way they've now allowed this water to continue to flow so people can still enjoy the site, but just not 10 years ago, all of this flowed and kept everything white. Can't tell how deep it is. Oh. Oh. All right, the bottom is very lumpy. It's not very smooth, so you really can't see where you're stepping or what you're stepping in. And it's very gooey mud at the bottom. Very cool. All right, I'm probably gonna fall with the camera, so let's see how this works out. All right, here we are, Pamukkale. You can see that it's up to my shins, and we're experiencing the water. And then if you see this gentleman behind me with the wings, you can rent these wings over at the stands, whether they're black or white, and then go have your photo taken against the White Falls. Apparently it's a very popular Instagram thing, but it costs, I don't know, $20 or something like that to rent them. right here at Cleopatra's Pool. So you can see the original pool here. All of it's the original layout, and within the pool you can see all the stone marble or the stone pillars that have collapsed during the earthquakes 1,000 years ago. So you now can spend your time swimming amongst the pillars. Alright, so here we are at Hierapolis, and this is the theater here that you can see down here. I don't know if you can get a feel for how steep it really is, but essentially a 2,000-year-old stadium. So as I walk down these benches, you can imagine that 1,500, 1,800 years ago, people sat here and came to watch the theater.